Bienvenidos al curso Módulo de Competitividad 10, código FG708. Today we are on week number 12. The topics for the current class are: number 1, meat preservation. Number 2, irradiation and curing. Number 3, natural preservatives. This is Elio Ochoa. Let's continue with our class. Here we have our class objectives, and the first one is examine methods for irradiation, curing, and smoking meat products. Second, examine the variety of meats made available through curing. Third, learn to use natural preservatives to preserve different types of meat. Merchandising strategies. Today, most meat is sold in containers, and the current industry are using refrigeration that makes this possible. But traditionally, curing and sausages were required. So we are going to study the curing and sausages that we are talking about here. Irradiation. There are a few types of irradiation, and we can see that exist the alpha, that is not used in food industry, the irradiation type beta, and gamma, and Z-rays. The food irradiation is a safe a type of food preservation, and if we use gamma rays, we will be able to kill bacteria. So this is the type of irradiation that is used today to preserve food. Why cure meats? We need to cure meats in order to preserve this type of food and without using a refrigerator and electricity. Preservation is a traditional form of keep food for a long time period. Equatorial countries are still very good at cure processing. Another reason is variety, because this process adds spices and flavors to the same old meat. Another reason is saving electricity. If we save electricity, we are saving money. Which species is cured? With these methods, we can cure pork, fish, lamb, or poultry meat. And what is the most common cured beef product? The most common product is corned beef. Corn is from the yellow corn kernel size, salt used as a preservative. Here we have an example of the corned beef that we can find at the market. Types of cure. There are two main types of cure. One of them is the dry salt cure that uses only salt, and it is used primarily in pork and beans. And the other method is dry sugar cure. Salt and sugar applied in a dry rub. Traditional country cured ham. These are the two main types of cures using salt or sugar. Let's continue. There are another types of cures, and we can use the sweet pickle cure that is most common curing process. It uses 90% water and is applied for honey baked hams. And as an example, we see here cow tongue that were processed by a sweet pickle cure. Another method is covered pickle cure. With this method, we need to immerse in water and seldom used because of expense. Here we can see an example of this process. Curing ingredients. One of the most ingredients used to cure meat is the salt or sodium chlorine that we see here. You can see a picture here. The salt is a common ingredient, and this is the principal cure ingredient and the only one that can be used by itself. Additionally, this ingredient adds flavor, that is the major effect, enhances the transport of other cure ingredients. And how it works. Salt has the ability to pull moisture from the microbes by the process of osmosis. Also pulls moisture from meat. In other words, salt will remove all water from microbes and from the meat cells. So this is how salt works to preserve meat. Another method is using sugar. We can use sucrose or dextrose. Remember that sugar is made from sugar cane, and we can be careful because artificial sweeteners are not allowed to preserve meat. Sugar counteracts the taste of salt. Sugar has very little sweetening action. Sugar colors the product. In the case that we use brown sugar, our meat will be colored. And also sugar adds energy for bacteria in fermented products. Fermented products are like mm, alcohols, wines, and other fermented uh, liquids. But we're going to focus on how to preserve meat by using sugar and salt and other ingredients that we'll be checking forward. There are other ingredients like nitrates and nitrites. These are a type of minerals or ingredients that are used to preserve sausage, like we see here or here. These ingredients develop color, like red color, prevent an outgrowth of C. botulinum, that is a type of bacteria. These ingredients prevent worn over flavor. Also, they help with flavor intensity and they retard rancidity. The recommendation for using these ingredients are for hams maximum of 200 parts per million. Remember that we saw this type of measure in our previous class. We can use a maximum of 200 parts per million sodium nitrite. And for bacon,